What's going on, my little piglets? It's your BFF Pork Chop here, and I'm coming at you with another update with Pork Chop. I almost said another installment, but I guess technically it's an installment. I've just been doing so much recording that's how I do most of my intros, or actually all of my intros for the Huskies and the Lickitung Run. I've been getting that done vigorously the past couple of days. I've recorded, let's see, how many parts have I recorded? 13 installments in 2 days. Not edited, but they are recorded, and I will get to them pretty soon. But anyway, it's not the channel talk, it's the personal talk. All right, I'm gonna get on my soapbox here. I'm gonna get on my rant here for a little bit. Okay, so I work at a flower shop. For those of you that don't know, hi, my name's Colin Pork Chop, your BFF, and I work at a flower shop delivering flowers to customers. It has its ups, it has its downs. A lot of people that I deliver to are still up or down. So anyway, it ranks right up there with the elevator business. It has its ups and downs. Anyway, so we work on the outskirts of a residential area, and it's like a dead-end residential area, and one of the houses adjacent to the flower shop is having this estate sale. The houses are way too small to have yard sales, and I don't think they actually have garages. I think you actually park your car like out front of the house. But anyway, so we had people parking in our parking lot, hindering customers and employees alike from parking in our parking spots. And we had the other delivery driver that actually I thought was going to go to blows with one of these I guess patrons of the estate sale. She parks in our driveway, and she is about the same height and weight, I'm not body shaming here, of the Penguin from Batman Returns. She looks like Danny DeVito, but with a curly haircut and glasses. And so she gets out of her, I guess, SUV, and the other driver, Carol, is like, man, this is a private property. You can't park here. This is a business. And the lady like honks back like, well, it doesn't say it's a private property. And then she's like, well, it is. We're running a business here. If you want to go to the estate sale, you're gonna have to park elsewhere. And she's like, well, I guess I just won't buy flowers here ever again. And then Carol said, it's not like you were anyway. So I thought that was funny that Carol kind of like tore into this lady. And I kind of wanted it to happen again, because Carol is also tiny. She's really tiny, but I bet she could spider monkey the best of us. So I do make short jokes all the time with her, and I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. Like I usually apologize after I've said the jokes. Oh no, it's fine. I know I'm short. It's cool. Like it's whatever. And I just feel kind of bad because I'll tell the joke. And it's like, well, it looks like we're short staffed. And I'm like, oh well, Carol's here anyway. Like, you know, just whatever. Anyway. I crack myself up, and that's all that matters. If you're your biggest fan at the end of the day, you're doing life right, and I think that's what I'm doing right. Anywho, so if you're gonna go to an estate sale and there's a business that's around said estate sale, do not park in the business parking lot. And then as I was leaving, this is what jarred it to happen for me. This is what made me just, oh, there it goes, was there's another business right next door to us. It's like a little strip business mall center thingamajig. I think that's the technical term. And the people were still parking in that parking spot. We've eventually put up a sign that says no estate sale parking, customers only. And in so many words, I really wanted to go back there with another piece of paper and say, fuck off. But, and then it actually had the shop's like web address at the bottom of it. So it's like, you know, no parking here. This place. Like, boom. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. Let me hear you say, well. Well. Or as they say on the Bro How podcast, well. My wife just asked me a very valid question, and I don't know the answer to it. But, so I just that wholeheartedly just made me just low key, if somebody would have approached me, or if I would have interacted with somebody that was parking in our parking spots during the estate sale, and they're not buying flowers or chocolates or a plant or stuffed animals or anything of that variant, I was going to walk up to them. I wasn't going to be an ass, yet. But I was going to walk up to them and be like, hey, you guys need to be careful parking here. If you're here for the estate sale, y'all really need to park elsewhere. And then they're going to be like, that's my right. I can park wherever I want. It doesn't say private parking. I'm like, no, you don't understand. You don't understand. That's cool. That's your God-given right. You can park anywhere you want. Land of the free, home of the whopper, whatever. And so there's this guy that is walking around, and if he notices that you're not buying flowers, he just whips it out and starts pissing in your gas tank. And that'll mess up your gas tank. Sir and or ma'am, do you want your gas tank fucked up because you made a stupid decision, decided to park in a business parking lot instead of on the street where their estate sale is? I didn't think so. And they're like, oh, yeah, thanks for the tip, or, whatever. Is that a threat? Whatever. And then as they're, walking away, or, getting in their car, after they park, like across the street, like, hey, and then they turn around, like, by the way, I was that guy that's pissing in the gas tank, so you're welcome. I just scratched myself. That was funny. That wasn't really funny, though. That kind of hurt. But, yeah, I wanted to low-key be like, there's this guy pissing in gas tanks. Be careful. Be wary. If he notices that you're not coming out with flowers or chocolates, or if you're even going into the store at all, he will piss in the gas tank, and it will be glorious, because your Subaru Forester will no longer be in functioning order. Doesn't matter if it's a 4-wheel drive or a 2-wheel drive, you will be Fred Flintstoning it back to La Casa. Yabba dabba doo, motherfucker. Anyway, so there you go. Thank you for listening to my rant about that. 7 minutes of me talking about people that are stupid. But anyway, so I got 2 people in my life that are having birthdays this weekend, and I'm doing flowers for one of them, and I am hopefully going to a party for the other, a surprise party for the other. As far as I know, they don't know about it, but I'm not going to mention any names just in case they watch this, which my family doesn't watch this, so whatever. Prove me wrong. Comment down below right now if you're a member of my family. Prove me wrong right now, and I will come back on here next Friday and say I was mistaken. I spoke out of ignorance. This person from my family watches my videos. Do it. I dare you. I double dog dare you. And if I don't get any comments by next Friday, then the defense rests. But anywho, I just I'm very, very excited that I have 2 people that are important in my life that share a birthday. They're so close to each other. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you, it's my grandmother's and my older sister's. Their birthdays are 2 days apart, and they are really important to me. My grandmother practically raised me and my sisters from the age of 9 till I pretty much got married, and my sisters from ages 12 to 18 when she moved out, and then my little sister from 8 to 18 when she moved out. Yeah, I stayed in a little bit longer because I decided to go to college. But anywho, I'm really sorry that it's so freaking bumpy over here all of a sudden. I also, actually, no, I'm not going to do it. I ain't going to do it. I'm just going to go home. I was going to go to the store and buy a couple things, but you know what? I want to go home! I want to go home. So, oh man, they changed the church bulletin. There used to be this billboard right here, and it used to have the pastor and his wife on it, and now it doesn't have the pastor and the wife on it anymore. So I wonder what happened to the pastor and the wife. You never know. But anywho, I also, have to thank my grandmother for helping raise me. Her and my dad did the best that they could, and I'd like to think that I'm much better off. I do have some emotional damage and some emotional scars from coming from a broken home, and having my grandmother be the matriarchy of the family instead of my mother, for a while. And so I was like, oh, there's some boxes up here that are just a jack in the box, and if you just and then it pops open, don't be surprised at what comes out. But anyway, oh my gosh, that's a green light. What are you doing? I almost got rear-ended, or I almost rear-ended this person because they'd rather be on their phone than pay attention to the green light. Anywho, and then my older sister, who is 3 years older than me, and 3 years older, that is correct, but she also helped me with some of my music influences and some of my movie tastes and stuff like that. Like growing up, my sister listened to pretty much like Hinder and Creed and Green Day and all these awesome bands, and then, you know, hip hop, she listened to like Snoop Dogg and you know, who else? A bunch of other rappers. Mike Jones, Eminem. You know, just awesome, you know, with that. And then growing up, you know, we would watch the same movies. You know, we liked horror movies, so she took me to the premiere of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. I think it was just called Texas Chainsaw. One of them. I don't know. There's so many entities. People want to talk about how fucked up the Friday the 13th timeline is, and the Halloween timeline is. Freaking the Texas Chainsaw Massacre timeline is literally just vomit all over the place. At least Halloween, it was like, if you want this storyline, then, you know, watch these 3 movies. If you want this storyline, watch these 5 movies. If you want this storyline, watch these 2, you know, whatever. And so with Texas Chainsaw, it's like all over the place. Like, here's a remake of the remakes, remake. And then, you know, here's the prequel to the sequel to the trilogy that, you know, whatever. It's just all over the place. And then Friday the 13th, like Jason Takes Manhattan, is supposed to take place like in like 2002, and it was filmed in like 1989. So it was like, what? But anyway, so yeah, thanks to her, you know, I have some of my musical tastes and some of my movie tastes, because we'd watch The Devil's Rejects, and we would watch you know, she told me to watch The Strangers, which, I mean, just that one part alone where Liv Tyler is just in the house by herself, and then the dude Michael Myers himself, like in the distance, and just stands there, and then he disappears. Like, that part is like, ooh. The freaky part is this could actually freaking happen. Just like a little, you know, side story for you, and then this will be the end of this. You know, I'm not gonna tell the story. We're not gonna disclose that because it's actually kind of personal information. So we're not gonna do that. But anyway, guys, I am home. Thank y'all so much for coming by this personal one. The seatbelt wanted to fight with me. They woke up this morning and chose violence. But thank y'all so much for spending this time with me. I greatly appreciate y'all. Hope you guys are having a kick-ass week, and that your weekend is here for my weekend warriors. You know, sorry, I got to get back in the line of duty. But for those of you that don't have to work weekends, congratulations. It's Friday. You made it. I have to work one more day tomorrow, and then I get one day off, and then I just get to do it all over again. It is the vicious cycle of my life, and I love it and hate it at the same time. Just kidding. Anyway, guys, thank y'all, and always remember my little piglets, Colin Pork Chop loves y'all the most. So y'all take it easy, guys, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys.